How you guys doing? So I got this guitar finally. This is Gibson J50, and I've got the Martin Jumbo over there. I thought I would just take a few minutes and talk about the difference in feel between these two guitars. Maybe help you make a decision if you're thinking about getting maybe this basic model. Say you want to get a J45 off of Sweetwater, or say you want to get a Martin Jumbo off of Sweetwater. For example, you won't find this particular one on Sweetwater. I'm just saying that what I'm going to speak about may help you make a decision if you're on the fence about this basic Gibson or that basic Martin. And I'll speak a little bit about the specs. And one thing I did have to get separately for this was the beautiful Gibson hardshell dreadnought case. And if you've ever bought a brand new Gibson, you know the kind of cases that you get. Particularly, this reminds me of my first electric guitar back in 2017, that case. But you know something, this guitar has a neck almost like an electric guitar. It's a very, very slim neck. Very, very slim. So I'm just seeing how I can get around it now. Gibson J50 ADJ was a right-handed guitar converted to a lefty, converted back to a righty. That explains the two pickguards on. Overall, it's got the stringier feel. With a lot of Gibsons, you'll realize it might sit under the voice more, whereas with the Martin, which I'll show you, the Martin likes to steal the show sometimes. It's so rich, especially this Jumbo, it's so resonant that it really does become the star. This is a unique guitar here. And when buying this case, basically I had got a Gator case, and I don't recommend Gator cases. I'm going to move that on and stick with this Gibson one. Those Gator cases are made in China. They are not all they're cracked up to be. Well, let's talk about the Martin. Let's pick up the Martin, I guess. I'm just looking this over because I really haven't had as much time as I would have liked to. Yeah, it's like these new guitars, they have quality control problems, and these old ones, they have quirks that come with age, so it's, I don't know, I think you have to just accept it for what it is. So here's the Martin here. That's had work done to it also. Now this is a huge guitar. I'm not a small guy, but this guitar is about ready to dwarf me if it got any bigger. This is a huge guitar. This is bigger. Not a true Jumbo, but it's bigger than your average dreadnought. And featuring East Indian rosewood back and sides. This is a 1993 guitar. The only thing it's had done is some stuff done to the neck, where a layer of finish was basically taken off of it. And it's had a partial refret done to it. try the other. So I think if you're doing a lot of singing or playing a lot of songs, so to speak, you might want to go with this one I got right here. Let me see. It's got that sound of the records. The stringier feel. Overall, which do I like the feel of better? The same thing on the monitor real quick. This guitar business is something else. How did I start that one? How did I start it? I think it's really good. This sounds deeper. See, this, I felt like before when I did the strumming, it didn't really handle it so well, though. I think strumming a little too hard. The action needs a tweak. I think I have a light pick right over here, actually. Gotta stick with what I got now. It's all good. Alright, well here's a light pick. Let's see, it's kind of bent up Fender. That's better. Try the Gibson with the thin pick now. This ain't gonna go viral, that's for sure. Watch somebody get up. It's a buckle rash starting. Very jangly. lot of people criticize the build quality to do with Gibson. Sometimes you might imagine you pay a little more and sometimes you get lesser build quality. And I've got some personal experience with that. But with Martin, it's fairly consistent. And the Martin I was looking at today comparing is 1993. So you can probably walk into any shop and pick up a Martin and recognize that they're fairly consistent. Whereas people do criticize the build quality of Gibson, and not Gibson in, I was meaning to say something else. Let me pick up the Martin and play what I just played. Might not walk into a shop and find this or that or even the Songbird. Different. The Gibson case even smells nice. It's infusing the old vintage guitar with a new smell. You're revitalizing it. This one I wasn't wild about the fingerstyle properties. See, I like actually having a more pronounced bass. I'm not used to that. Let's try that on the... Oh, you guys are going to have to deal with it. And I don't like taking them out of these cases either, because one thing about jumbos and dreadnoughts, whether slope shoulder or not, even smaller dreadnoughts, it's more to take out of the case. Those LOOs and parlors, you just kind of pick it up like nothing. Well, it's immediately brighter, I would say, and immediately more tension on the strings. That's not right off the record, that's my own interpretation of it, but I'd have to get the feel of the original Smokestack Light, and I have to listen to it, which I haven't done lately. As far as fingerstyle, I'm not sure. That's not even how that goes. Oh yeah. Let's see how I'd like to see how the other one goes with that. This has a significant checking on the sides, which I don't. Looks like all finish cracks on the side. This guitar smells brand new now. Or it's the case. Well, we'll see what happens, guys. No, I That'll be interesting to play. I'll use a thick pick for it. See this Empire guitar pick? Sent me a postcard in the mail. See, I do like having the bass strings having some pop to them, some power. I'm not used to that with all these small bodies. And sometimes it's like you want to put elixir strings and all this coated strings to try to give it more oomph to it, but this already has it. I bet this would do the Charlie Feathers.